Nithyananda.
Nithyananda.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nithyananda, and I'm with my lovely
little sister,
disciple, Soffie.
Hi.
So she's quite new to the Aadheenam.
One of the fresh batches, the latest batch of people who took sannyasi.
So I wanted to introduce Soffie as part of...
Steffi.
Did I say Soffie?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So I wanted to introduce Steffi as part of the Aadheenavasi series, the conversation with the Aadheenavasis. So we've got the people from all around the world, as you may know, and they are different ages, different backgrounds, religious, or initially, of course, because now they're all Hindus.
Really, at the end of the day, Hindu isn't really a religion, it's a science and a dharmic lifestyle.
Yes,
yeah.
But it's so
it turns into
considered
a
as a religion.
But we don't want anyone to feel like, we don't want to convert religions.
Oh yeah, we don't convert.
It's
People
all about
convert themselves because it's so good. So, that's true.
Yeah, just opening up the way you see reality, really, how you're perceiving your life and understanding deeper levels of truth. Right?
Okay, so I will come back to the subject.
Okay.
I wanted to introduce Soffie. So
Soffie!
Let me say Soffie.
That's okay. Keep going.
Okay. So I want to introduce Steffi.
Yes.
And this is the first time when I really messed your name, yes? Okay.
Maybe because I seem like a Sophie.
No, you don't.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, so I met Steffi for the first time when she was doing Nitya yoga teacher's training.
Oh, was
just
that really?
a couple of months ago, I think.
Yeah.
A long time ago. And we had a nice conversation because, just because.
I don't remember what
and,
do you remember? Or are you just saying that?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Of course I do.
What was it? Was this when you interviewed me?
Yes.
No, but I already took sannyas by then.
No, it was just before, and then you took sannyas. Oh yeah, this was just after.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So she's done Nitya yoga teacher's training. Of amazing yoga. And then you decided to stay, become Aadheenavasi, and then shortly after you took initiation.
Yes.
So can you introduce yourself?
Yes.
More?
Yes, sure. So I'm turning 26 in 2 days, so I'm currently 25. I found out about the NYTT program through YouTube. First I landed on this random video about the powers of the third eye, then one thing led to another, and then I checked out all the programs and I felt that yoga, I was always passionate about yoga, but I was getting bored of it, so I stopped for so many, like 3-4 years, until I found NYTT, which incorporates a rope and a pole and all these other Vedic aspects to it, like chanting.
And yoga on a mat, yeah?
And the yoga on a mat as well, yes. So we call that the
Pratama Vinyasa Krama.
Vinyasa Krama, correct, yes. So yes, I had just enough in my savings account. I knew I was saving up for something, I didn't know what it was, and I had just enough to buy my ticket, to get my visa, to have some extra spending money here and there for extra things that I needed. And I came here, I checked out all the other programs as well, including Sadashivatva, which is the residency program, which people do to kind of get to know the lifestyle here and decide to live here. And that was 10 days after NYTT. So at the back of my mind, I knew that after NYTT, I was going to stay and do that program as well. I just knew that I was done with the matrix. I was done with the life I'd been living for the past 25 years, and I was ready to take life seriously and dig deeper into the reason and the purpose of me being alive. And so now I'm here, and it's been July, August, September, 3...
It's more. I forgot that you've done the Mahasadashivatva as well.
Yes. Well, actually, yes. So I've been here for 3 months, but during the time of Sadashivatva, that's when Swamiji actually gave us the opportunity to take sannyas, or take the vows to become a monk. That was only 4 or 5 days into the program, and he already gave us that opportunity, and I jumped straight in. I was ready. I've always wanted to be a monk, but there was no possibility of females. Like in Buddhism, for example, there's only monks or nuns, but I wasn't very attracted to the idea of becoming a nun and shaving my head and things things like that. And then when I looked into becoming a brahmacharini, which is a Hindu female monk, which appreciates beauty and femininity and allows us to actually express our femininity through the way we do our hair, through the way we dress ourselves, and everything like that. It's so fulfilling and so enriching. So yes, I knew that this is where I needed to be. And am I talking too much?
No, please
And
do.
lastly, the more time that I spend here, the more I am appreciating it more and more, the more stronger of a connection I'm building with Swamiji, our guru, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, and the more things are just making more and more sense, you know? Yeah, all the answers are being revealed in such auspicious ways.
And I remember when I saw you, I saw you for the first time in Nitya Yoga Teachers Training, and then I think I just kind of forgot about this middle or the other program which you've done. But yes, I remember that seeing you, I saw this vibrant energy and this person kind of running around and talking to everyone. But to me, you felt like this is your environment.
Yeah, immediately.
So this was kind of very natural. Yes, it wasn't.
According to like other people's experiences of taking sannyas and stuff, they're saying you're doing pretty well for only being here for 3 months. Because I think I had already been on the spiritual path for at least 6 or 7 years prior to discovering Swamiji. Like I had already, tried so many other modalities like energy healing and like psychotherapy and doing all this inner work. So I think I prepared myself in a way to be open and vulnerable to allow the work to be done on me, to allow Swamiji to do surgery on me and just go straight into me and take all the incompletions out.
And because I remember we got, as I said, we've got the people of all ages, and we've got the seniors, we've got Gurukul, that will be children, then we'll youth, and then people in the, all ages really. But always is this cognition that why would, a young person of 26 took sannyas? Why would they want to renounce the outer world? Because at the end of the day, we could see our environment as absolutely. I don't see it restricted. Actually, I don't see it restricted. I'm so sorry. This is stupid.
No, that's the way that's the way someone in the Matrix would think.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
But the outer world may think that why would 26, 25-year-old renounce the world, the outer great awesome world, and just join and wear sari, the kavi, which is the same color every day, apart from the Sabbath, and give yourself to the divine.
The thing
but
is,
actually, I can, when I talk to you now, I can see the change in me because I think this is so obvious.
That's the
because
thing,
this lifestyle is so amazing.
I think someone explained to me that in Vedic culture, kids are actually sannyasis up until the age of 21, or they're in Gurukul, and they are naturally born into sannyas, the life of sannyas, which is natural.
But we need to remember that you are coming from the West.
Oh yes. Well, at any age, anyone could begin to realize that living solely in the physical matrix, where our main goals are to, based on survival, like going to work, paying your bills, buying a car, to drive to work, to have a house, to live in the house, to go to work, to have kids, and then the kids repeat the same cycle, but there's no spiritual essence behind our actions. We're just eating, saving money to go out and like buy our groceries and all this stuff purely for survival, our survival needs. But we're not really looking at the big picture of why we're even existing. And it's only until we start to look within and ask, what is the purpose of our life? That's when we start to reflect. And Swamiji said something really beautiful the other day, how he said, when you start seeking, that's when you start to realize life beyond the polarity, that life is all one and everything is you. And we can get really deep into this, but the moment you start questioning why you're doing things is when you start to decide that you don't want to live the same old life that you were before, which is not very fulfilling.
But this is very philosophical. Yes, for someone who is watching outside, this is how I think. So, and tell me, like, why would you, people have a dreams out there, yes, in a Maya matrix too. I'm sure I had some, you had some, to have a car, yeah, to have this house, to have this husband, to have those children, not necessarily children, but yeah, to have those, amazing dresses of the latest design and
Okay.
trend and everything.
Yes. What's the question?
Yeah, why did you decide to renounce it?
Well, once I had everything that I wanted and I got all that and I experienced it and
Career,
I thoroughly
education.
enjoyed it with all my senses and I was like, oh, okay, I've done this, I've done that, but now what? Like, okay, I can eat as much chocolate, I can eat as much ice cream, I can eat all the yummy foods, I can dress nicely and then go out with all my friends, repeat, repeat, repeat. Then it got to a point where I was like, this is boring. Like, why am I even doing this? Like, okay, it's all driven by my ego, like trying to fulfill my identity through all this, but I wasn't feeling fulfilled, you know? Like, that doesn't mean anything. Once the day's gone, you go to bed, you wake up, and you're like, okay, what for? I got to that point where it was getting really empty, like, I was starting to feel really empty, and everything that I was doing was pointless. So that's why that's what led me to the path, really.
Tell me how your day, what do you do here, and how your day looks like.
Okay, so we have a morning routine, which is essential, which is an essential part of living here as an Aadheenavasi,
And
which
Steffi doing demo, yes, for Nithyananda yoga.
doing demos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll explain a little bit about that. So firstly, we wake up and start our yoga session at 4 a.m. And that includes 12 components into one session on the mat. So it's very intense. Let me just generally run through our whole day first, and then we might go back to that. After yoga comes temple time, where we do puja, which is a ritual where we connect with Swamiji, which ultimately means we're connecting with ourselves, offering something which comes back to us tenfold. So it's a nice way to set the context of the day. And those two things are essential because they create our inner space. They set the context for the entire day. If you miss one of those things, you immediately can sense the feeling of like you're just out of whack. You don't feel right. Anyway, so Swamiji um, really stresses how important it is for us to stick to the routine. Not for him, but for our own good. And then after puja, it could turn out to be anything. Your day could go woo woo. You could plan it all out, but seldom do we actually stick to what we say we're going to do. Not in the sense that we're not in integrity, but there's so many things that can happen that our day is just colorful and it just goes all over the place in such beautiful ways. So
Yeah.
it's very spontaneous.
Yes, but it also is an environment, I will just add, is it an environment when Swamiji will not allow to settle patterns.
Yes.
So whenever something doesn't go the way it should or it doesn't expand, then there will be immediate change.
Yes. So I think that a big part of our day is just self-realization, really. Every experience that we're having, we're constantly observing ourselves through our experiences that we're perceiving on the outside of us. Yes. And then, as of lately, Swamiji has actually given all female Aadheenavasis the opportunity to provide seva, or it's an offering to him through sacred dance. So around 9 p.m., all the ladies who are interested head into one of the halls, and we have dance practice for about 45 to an hour, and it's beautiful. So we do that in the morning as well. As part of after puja and all that, we perform a dance to Swamiji. And yeah, I think that sums up just the general gist of my past few days here.
Okay, but also you are in causing right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So how? Yeah, this is what you do.
Yes.
So you want to say something about it?
So I haven't been in the causing department for that long. I actually initially started off in the yogic sciences department. Now, through my own experience and from what I have been hearing from other people's experience, is that the best department to start off with is causing. It's a very grounding department. The team is beautiful. I really didn't get a sense of belonging or grounding until I actually became part of the causing team. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm completely out of yogic sciences, but just for now, I'm really settling down, and I think that the important one thing that's really important when you start living here is maintaining a connection to people and maintaining the sense of caring for other people's well-being. And through causing is where we are constantly trying to cause people's reality, like trying to help them see a way out of their suffering and see solutions to why they're not experiencing a blissful life. And that's the core role that we have in the department, I guess. Now, I'm still new. I'm still starting to take a few like sessions online with other people. So I'll tell you how that goes maybe in another video. But for now, yes, I just feel like I'm really happy to be where I am right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And at the end of this quick conversation,
Yes.
so what would you say to young people who are out there and just wondering, you know, they may have seen our videos or they may have seen Swamiji and they were just thinking, okay, I would come, but I'm not too sure, or yeah.
This is for everyone. What would I tell? Like, what do you mean? Like to what do you mean though? Like I don't like how. What would I say to them if they were thinking of coming here but not so sure to come here? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, take the leap. Like, you have nothing to lose in life. It hurts more not to try than to give it a shot and fail. So if you're already feeling the sense that this place is where you need to be to take your life to the next level and experience something completely beyond your dreams, this is it. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But everyone in life, you don't want to miss the chance of really living. Not just breathing, not just waking up and existing, but you really want to dig your feet into life and discover something beyond the very boring, mundane lifestyle that a majority of us have been living in the modern Western world. So yeah, but eventually this lifestyle is going to ripple effect across the entire globe. Once
Entire universe, I would think.
the universe, yes, it's rippling out, and this is where it's starting, right here in Bengaluru, at the Aadheenam, yes.
Adi Kailash.
Yes. So once this change or this effect reaches mass, like the mass of humanity, it's just going to become a lifestyle for the entire world, not just where we are right now. So we're trying our best to spread that so that everyone can experience this beautiful reality. And
Yes. Yeah, because it's at the end of the day, Swamiji's mission is to give the humanity conscious breakthrough, and what it means that your life will be better.
yeah,
This is all about that, yes? And
Yes.
get enlightened. So if you would like to get out of planet Earth, this is the place also.
yes.
Okay, that sounded a little bit serious.
Well, like, it's not all fun and ha-has all the time. Like, to actually cultivate a sense of bliss within you, you need to get out the shit as well. So there's times, you know, like, right? What? The stuff. Yeah, it's okay. She's like, oops, just go beep. Just edit it and put that beepy sound. But yes, as I was saying, like, I feel as though some people can sometimes have the wrong idea of what this place is. Like, they come here with all these expectations of things being perfect. But through, sometimes you can go through a sense that, okay, why is this happening? But it's only there for you to self-reflect and realize that there's something that you need to work on. And those things are very challenging, but it's by putting in the work that we can actually, like, you get as much as you put in, really, I feel. Like, as much integrity that you have with your life is as much beauty that Swamiji will reveal to you at the end of the day. So,
Thank you for this lovely conversation. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to join us, then please feel free to contact me on Steffi,
yes.
not Sophie, and or comment below this video. And yes, we are looking forward to see you here, either for the program or being the permanent resident
Yes.
in Adi Kailash.
Yes, Paramashivaham. Yeah, you guys should. If you want to become an Aadheenavasi but you're not sure, but you want to still get a taste, you should come to the program. Like, this is going to be huge. I can't use words to describe how much of a, I don't know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, Nithyananda.